this feeling next time's near enough.
Good day to you.
What's new in town?
Try asking at the Kingfisher Bats. I hear the proprietor has some...
Betty the bathkeeper? Problems?
Aye, that's the one. Some difficult... But that's all I know. It will be...
Aye, I'll do that. She's a friend of mine.
And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thanks, Inky.
How can I help you?
I hear you're having some problems with the city council.
Has word got round already?
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry, so they've come up with a new tax on us.
What tax?
The clean tax, they call it. One bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay into the city coffer. The official municipal bathhouse, they're going to call it. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest of us and bleed us dry.
How much will the tax be?
A lot more than I can afford. I already have to think twice before spending a single groschen, and every extra cost will only make it worse. I'll have to close down before the first snows.
Do you already know which baths they'll choose? As a municipal bathhouse, couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with the councillors for them to vote for me. But do you know who has votes for sure?
Who?
Adam! And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined by the tax and have to close.
It almost sounds like that's no accident.
You find it fishy as well, eh?
Do you think he's behind it?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. But he does have one special customer. Councillor Jerome Naz. That man has half the council under his thumb. And Adam treats him like a king. The best girls, the best wine, and he's never had to pay a single groschen.
So Adam is buying him?
Exactly. And I bet he was the one who came up with the clean tax. Extra coin. No councillor will say no to that.
Is there anything we can do?
I don't know. These last days I've been trying to persuade at least some councillors to vote for me. But without Naz's supporters, it won't do me much good.
Well, what if this Naz had a nasty experience in Adam's bathhouse? Maybe he and Adam wouldn't be so close anymore.
That might not be a bad idea. If he thought they couldn't care less about him, maybe he'd give my bathhouse a try.
Right. So what are we going to do to him?
I'd try asking the wenches at Adams. They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dislikes.
Right. I'll try to spoil his day somehow.
Thanks very much. It's wonderful you're willing to help. But please, don't leave it too long. It's not long till the council meets, and I need to win over those votes before then.
Well, when I wash their hair, I give them a head... God be with you.
Do you know Jerome Naz?
Naz?
The councillor?
Aye, he's the one we had to change the tub for. I know who he is.
Why did he change his tub?
I'm sorry, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. It was a terrible disaster.
It can't be so secret that a couple of groschen won't change your mind. What'd you say?
How many would that be? That's a fortune.
What about the tub then?
We had to change it.
Why?
All right, but if anyone asks, you ain't heard it from me. Got that?
Don't worry. What happened then?
We had these fleas. Like, lots of them.
Oh, I see.
It was terrible. We had to scrub the bathhouse top to bottom and wash or burn everything. And Councillor Naz found out and wanted his tub changed. Said he wouldn't use one that was crawling with fleas.
How did the fleas get in here?
Most likely some beggar broke in one night and partook of the bathhouse services. He left some flea-ridden rags lying about, and all of a sudden they were everywhere.
One rag is enough to infest the whole bathhouse.
You can't get rid of them.
Interesting. What did Naz say about the fleas? Was he angry?
Adam talked to him about it, but I could hear him ranting and raving. I heard he threatened to take his custom elsewhere and said the whole city council would turn against her, and we all got it in the neck from Adam and all.
Where is the new tub?
Where the old one used to be, upstairs. But it's got new curtains now, made from this lovely embroidered fabric. And we put this nice cupboard next to it, where Councillor Naz's towels, bath hose, wine goblets...
I see Adam really pampers him.
Aye, he does. He's our best customer.
Thanks. I'll be off now.
Why did you want to know all of that?
Did I pay you? Yes. So don't ask. It'll be better that way.
All right, then.
Greetings. What?
Gesprochen haben?
Do you know Councillor Naz?
A counsellor? I don't think so. But
Which one is she?
you'll know her when you see her. She ain't the youngest.
I'll ask.
God be with you.
I heard Councillor Naz is one of your customers.
Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I can't share our secrets with you, can I?
What would you say to a couple of groschen? That could loosen your tongue, eh?
What do you want to know, then?
Is Naz a customer here?
Of course I serve him. I'm the only one who's allowed to prepare his wine. Nobody else is allowed to even touch his cask.
He has his own special drink.
Special and expensive. Actually, I don't know where he gets it from, but it's from somewhere far away. I secretly tasted it once.
Horrible?
I suppose my tongue isn't refined enough.
Is there anything Naz doesn't like? Something you're forbidden from doing?
Doesn't like?
He's never complained about anything? Never been unhappy about something?
Oh, he can't stomach herbs, actually. I recently brought some chamomile brew to his bath to give him a compress on his eyes. But the drunk Burke drank it when I wasn't looking. He came out in nasty rashes.
Chamomile, you say? Interesting. Is Naz's wine stored properly? If it's so precious, it'd be a shame if it's spoiled.
It's kept in the pantry with the other casks. But this one stands on these tall legs. Adam's afraid of it splashing on the floor when it's being poured, or something.
Oh, that makes sense. If it's so precious. I have to go now. But thanks.
What with?
That's not important.
Pleased to be of service, you man of mystery. Take care now.
Stay close.
Do you know Jerome Naz? He's a Kuttenberg councillor.
Of course I know him. Me and the girls look after him like one of our own.
What services do you give him?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to know? All the girls do their own bit. We make certain Councillor Naz gets...
And what do you do?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you...
Of course.
Coin won't catch me a husband. But a pretty dress, that might do it.
I'll try to get hold of one.
I look forward to it. See you later.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Thank you, and take care.
Greetings.
But I closed that door. Why is it open?
Greetings.
I want to ask.
I know you do.
I've got a dress for you, just like you want.
Oh, lovely. Wow, it's gorgeous.
It's all yours. Now, what can you tell me about Naz and his visits?
Of course. It's the same every time. I go upstairs to prepare a bath for him. It can't be too hot or too cold. And then Adam gives me this fragrant oil, and I have to mix that in.
That's some special treatment, isn't it?
We don't do that for anyone else. I hear it's awfully expensive, but only the best for Councillor Naz. Well, that's what Adam says.
I understand.
Well, then he has his bath, eats and drinks and discusses important issues with Adam and the other wealthy guests. And then he usually goes home or stays on with some girl. It depends.
You said Naz talks to Adam during bathing. What about?
No, I don't. I don't listen to them. About the city council, I mind my own business.
Could you show me the fragrant oil?
I ain't got it. Adam's really careful with it, so he only gives it to me when Councillor Naz comes. Then he locks it up somewhere in his room upstairs.
What does the oil look like? Is it in some pitcher?
No, it's small. A little bottle with a cork. A bit like perfume. Aye, and it's got something painted on it. Colourful flowers like.
What would happen if you broke the little bottle, say, or someone...
Don't say that. Not even as a joke. That would be the death of me. Adam would hit the roof, but Naz would be even more pissed off.
He always asks for it, eh?
Sometimes I wonder if he only comes here because he likes the way the bath smells. He can't stop praising it. It's like it puts him under a spell or something.
Right. I was just curious. But I've got to go now.
Thank you for the dress. Farewell.
crawl all over it. And bite to your heart's content. Let's hope he enjoys the herbs. That's rank. Ugh.
Thank you, and take care.
I was at Adam's bathhouse.
And how did it go? Tell me.
I asked about Naz, and let's say he won't feel as comfortable there as he used to.
That sounds good. At least he might be willing to talk to me now.
Oh, so I don't forget, I brought you something. This is some precious oil they mix into his bath. He's crazy about it, it seems. So you can surprise him when he turns up here.
That's great. Thank you.
What are we going to do now? Wait.
Well, there's one more counselor we could get on our side.
Who?
Counselor Tuchmacher. Apparently, some nobleman accused him of swindling his customers, and he has some problems now, or something like that. If you go to him and ask, maybe he'd appreciate some help.
What about the other councillors?
I've given bribes and promised favors. Unless Naz is eating out of the palm of my hand, We need every vote we can get.
Right. Where can I find this Tuchmacher?
He's a tailor, and he has a shop in Town Hall Street. But there's one other thing.
What is it?
I'm not on best terms with him, so it'll be better if you don't mention my name. It could get you off to a bad start.
You're not too popular, are you?
How was I supposed to know that moron would be on the council?
All right. I won't mention you.
A fine day for some. God be with you. And
Greetings. So many times, I prefer to go where I know. It's hard to find an honest trader these days.
I'm happy to hear it. After
I heard you're having trouble with some noblemen.
What's that got to do with you?
Nothing. But maybe I could help you.
And you just feel like helping me, do you? Because you've got a big heart? I don't buy it.
Do the municipal bathhouse and the clean tax mean anything to you?
Of course! I'm a member of the Kuttenberg Council.
So, when you're going to choose the bathhouse, I need you to vote for the Kingfisher.
Why are you interested in bathhouses?
Let's say it's in my interest if they make a profit. I contributed to the furnishings, and I expect to get a return on that soon.
Oh, I see what you mean. Aye, why not? If you can help me, my vote is yours. But only if you succeed.
It's a deal. What's it all about then?
I had a bit of a quarrel with Sir Jan of Leschin, and I need someone young and strong to take my place in a duel.
You're going to fight?
You'll do the fighting, and that will settle our dispute. Do you agree?
Have you had this kind of problem with customers before?
Never! I've never had any complaints. I had a good reputation in Kuttenberg, and
What did you quarrel about?
just a silly misunderstanding. Some nobleman's servant ordered a coat for his lord, except he kept urging me, and I ran out of the right fabric. So I used a different fabric in some places, and the lord noticed and accused me of swindling.
Well, you did, didn't you?
What was I supposed to do? I'd also have been in trouble if
All right.
I wanted the bailiff to adjudicate, because I'm on good terms, but the nobleman insisted it to be resolved under the law of the realm, and that means settling the dispute by combat.
What are the rules of...
You don't need to worry.
What weapons?
Well, as I'm not a nobleman, I'm not allowed, but you can use a mace, flail, or a hunting sword.
Oh, great. And arm.
No plate armor.
And the nobleman?
He can have everything. Sword and armor.
That's hardly a fair fight.
That's by the by, though. If I'm in the right, you'll beat him even with a stick. God's hand.
It won't be my first duel, so why not?
I'm glad I've found someone with...
Where's the duel going to take place?
The dueling spot is secret, so we'll go there together. If you're ready, we can set off right away.
Let's go.
I'm here like we agreed, sir.
Tuchmacher. Who's this with you?
My champion. He's going to fight in my name.
Sir?
I would laugh in your face here and now, but that wouldn't be chivalrous. So I'll just ask if you're ready, lad.
I'm ready.
You have to say it's of your own free will.
I, Henry of Skalitz, fully aware of all the risks, am prepared to represent Tuchmacher in combat to restore his honor, and I shall win or lose in his name. Let God's will decide the outcome.
If you fight as well as you speak, you could be a worthy opponent. I was afraid Tuchmacher would beg for forgiveness. Shall we begin?
Let's get on with it.
Hold your horses. Tuchmacher, how has your champion geared up? Listen here, youngster. You'll fight with what's appropriate for a man of Tuchmacher's status. Some bludgeon or hunting sword. And take off that plate. Let's be having you then. Is that all you've got?
For glory and carnage, die!
Yeah! Oh! Oh! Fucking hell! Let's be having you then. Out of breath already? Oh! Shit! What the? Oh! What the? Is that all you've got? Oh! What the fuck was that? Is that all you've got? May the best man win. Oh! What the? Out of breath already? Kurva! I'm wounded! Is that all you've got? Out of breath already?
Determine the winner.
Christ.
You have heard God's
That
will.
stings! At least to stop the bleeding. Well done. You were better. But that Tuchmacher is just a devious little burger. He's laughing now because he got the better of a nobleman. But justice will catch up with him one day.
You really gave him what for? From the right, from the left, parry, strike. Thanks. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. I hope you'll fulfill your side of our deal now.
Most certainly.
And next time, don't resolve your disputes by combat.
Next time, I'll be careful who I make coats for. Ha 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 ha.
Farewell.
Farewell.
I went to see Tuchmacher.
How did it go? Will he vote for us?
He had a quarrel with some nobleman who challenged him to a duel.
A duel? Like a fencing one? I didn't think people still fought duels.
It's not unusual. Noblemen still duel all the time.
And what did he want from you?
He didn't dare fight himself, so he was looking for a champion.
And how did it turn out?
He'll help us.
Really? That's wonderful. Wow, Henry, you hero.
Oh, don't celebrate yet. It's only one vote.
But it's an important vote. Now we just have to wait till the council meets.
Did you find any more votes?
Afraid not. With the meeting coming up, everyone's kind of on edge. I suppose there are lots of people trying to get something from them, or something like that. All we can do is wait.
Do you think Adam suspects you're trying to sway the vote?
I don't know. But I don't think if he suspected something, I'd expect him to march in here and be as nasty to me as he always. But there's no sign of him so far.
So now we just have to wait till they vote?
Come back in a few days' time. The councillors should have voted by then.
I will.